So let me transition here for a moment, because this morning I'm seeing on my Twitter timeline that people are kind of pissed off about a tweet that came from the Mightier 1090s account. And I try to explain to the people who run 1090, you guys don't get it. Nobody knows who the hell you people are. Okay. Nobody knows who Bill Hagan is in San Diego yet. That's it. Nobody knows who Bill Hagan is yet. Alex, you good, man?
You can't make those noises, dude. You can't make those noises. He gets distracted.
Yeah,
you guys totally froze on me. That's why.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we're good though.
Okay, so where was I? Here's where I was.
I don't know. That's
no one knows. No one knows Bill Hagan.
Well, okay. So when 1090 sends out a tweet, whatever it may be, the reflection comes right back to the three of us. And if I have to be even more specific, it comes right to me.
Did you say what the tweet was yet?
I haven't said what the tweet was yet. So hold on.
So don't show it. Got it.
Okay. You don't want to show it?
Until you're ready. Just wanted to make sure while I dropped that, you didn't say what it was.
Okay. So here's the thing. I, at least in the world of social media, I'm wearing a big giant bullseye. You know, when it comes to things related to 1090, I accept the fact that I've been on that radio station for 16 years, and then we come back and we air our podcast on 1090. So people look at me as 1090. I get it. Okay. Thank you.
You're the franchise player. You get all the blame. You get all the credit.
I've been associated with 1090 through all of it, through different ownership, through different programmers, through different shows, through different iterations. And so I get it. Okay. But 1090's Twitter account today, Alex, you control the 1090 Twitter account?
No, I don't.
Browner, do you?
Huh?
Do you control the 1090 Twitter account?
What's that?
Yeah. And I don't control
you
it
do.
either.
Who he play for?
I think Browner does.
Maybe so.
That was a very non-answer, Mike Pence.
Yeah.
Say yes or no.
Do you tweet from the Mightier 1090's Twitter handle?
Listen, I am not going to stack the Supreme Court. That's
He
it.
does. He might, dude. I really don't know if he does.
Do you run the 1090 Twitter?
I literally just said I'm not going to stack the Supreme Court. I answered your question.
I don't think that's an answer.
I don't think we can move forward until you say yes or no. And I'm not even joking.
I heard I heard Sean Hannity ask Donald Trump if he has a negative corona test, and Trump completely did not answer the question.
Right.
So Browner, do you or do you not run or tweet from the 1090 Twitter handle?
You know what? That's an interesting question, Scott. Twitter works like this. People tweet and it gets comments back and forth, but I cannot say I did or didn't.
Yeah, you can. It's either yes or no.
I just answered. I said I did or didn't. I just answered your question. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Maybe.
Okay. See, so it was him.
I didn't say that.
I didn't. You're not saying that it wasn't.
Right. You're not saying it wasn't you either.
I said I did not tweet that from the 1090 account. There you go. I do not run the 1090 account. I don't even know the password for the 1090 account.
I got nothing to do with it.
Everything you now answer the same questions.
What?
Do you ever tweet from the 1090 account?
No.
Do you have access to it?
No.
Are you lying?
Tweet?
I cannot confirm or deny either of those things, man. Why y'all putting this on me?
Let me show you what everybody.
Because you're putting the guilt on you. That's why.
Right. Because instead of just saying what I assumed you would say, which is no, of course I don't have anything to do with the 1090 account.
Of course, no, I don't have anything to do with the 1090 account.
Yeah, but now I don't know if that's true or not. So here's the thing. There's a tweet that goes out this morning from 1090 that congratulates the Dodgers, and here's what it says. It says, congratulations to the Dodgers. Dodgers are tagged on advancing. And then tagged in the tweet is at Rich Eisen Show. Okay, I could buy that. He's a national show, but he's based in LA. At Arash Markazi. That pissed people off earlier this week because Arash is a LA guy who's now got a 12-1 show on 1090. And he tags Kaplan and Crew. That's us. And he tags Pharrell on Grid. And so Pharrell's in New York and he's a national show, but we're the local show. And we're the guys who have been associated with 1090 for all these years. So congratulations to the Dodgers is the tweet from 1090. And people are hitting me up like, I'll never listen again, or, oh, you've sold out, you're Ron Burgundy. Who the hell are you? What happened to you? You're Dean Spanos, you're LA Tomlinson. And so, so Bill Hagan sends me a text and he says, hey, you have time today to catch up? And I'm like, yeah, later in the day. I said, but who posted this tweet? And he wrote back and he said, one of my guys. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. I said, you know what cracks me up about that, Bill, is that you sit in your office in Carlsbad tweeting on behalf of 1090, but no one knows who the hell you are. When people think of 1090, for good or for bad, whether I like it or I don't, they think about me and Billy Ray or Darren Smith. And because we're now airing on 1090, they think of us. And so I'm thinking to myself, you're a San Diego-based station. Most of your content is national or even regional, because Eisen is LA-based, but talks about San Diego a lot. Markazi is LA-based, but he'll be incorporating San Diego a lot. And we're San Diego-based, and we wind up talking about the Lakers, and this Padres-Dodgers series was a dream come true for us. But who the hell sends a tweet saying, congratulations, Dodgers? And Hagan writes back to me, and he goes, what? What's like, they won the series. Congratulations on advancing. What is so wrong with congratulating the victors? And I went, nothing's wrong with it if it's at Bill Hagan. But if it's the longtime brand that is a San Diego-based radio station, then you're never going to hear about it. I'm going to be the person that hears about it. Okay.
Traitor.
And by the way, I don't care, because here's the thing. When I was trying to buy 1090 a year and a half ago, my game plan going forward was to cover the mega market, not just cover San Diego. And while that may piss some people off, I can tell you right now, if the Padres were bad this year, you would agree with me. But now, this is back to the Padres, the Padres have created real civic pride. They've created what sports teams can create when they win, when they're good, when people are proud. Okay. So now there's all this new Padre pride out there. There's this San Diego pride out there. And the tweet from 1090 is quote unquote offensive to Padre fans. So Hagan said to me, yeah, it's just congratulating the team that won. And I kind of calmed down a little bit and thought, okay, I still think it was mistimed. I think it was insensitive. And I hate the fact that it reflects on us. But I kind of said to some people on Twitter, I'm like, I don't think you guys quite get what we do anymore. I think you guys are stuck in the old world of what we used to do. In the new world, we podcast on YouTube and Facebook and Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And if you want to watch or listen without commercials, you come to those platforms. But if you're in your car and you like the ease of radio, you turn on the radio and the podcast is on the radio. I don't think everybody quite gets what we do. And I don't plan to try and explain it to everybody, even though I tried to in 30 seconds. Alex, what'd you think of this tweet that the Padres or that the 1090 guys put out congratulating the Dodgers? What'd you think?
I thought it was stupid. I thought it was dumb. I thought it was annoying, frankly, because of everything you just said, because no one associates Rich Eisen, Scott Farrell, Arash with 1090. They associate us. And even when we announce Arash or we announce Farrell or we announce Eisen, everybody came to us like that was stupid or that was great. Like, no one associates Bill Hagan, and I have no problem telling Bill this on a text or a call. I just thought it was dumb, because you got to understand how it affects the three guys that actually are your local guys, and that just didn't. And I'm not saying it affected me like, oh, it hurt my feelings. No, it didn't hurt my feelings. I just thought it was stupid. That's straight up. Like, it was just like, you don't congratulate the Dodgers on this radio station. You cover the team. If you want to send an article out saying the Dodgers advanced by sweeping the Padres and tagging us, I have no problem with that. No problem with that. What's next? You're going to congratulate the Chargers for naming Justin Herbert the starter going forward? Like, just know your market, know your audience. And I think that's the biggest thing. Know your audience, which our audience might change, because he did send out this email the other day about where our audience is coming from. And a lot of it is in LA. But for this particular show, I'm only speaking for this show. So maybe it's not stupid, because maybe 1090 doesn't care about the show. So For this show, the rules are you don't congratulate the Dodgers. And if you do, you don't. And if you do, you don't tag us. And
yeah, and you don't congratulate the Chargers. You know,
right?
If you want to congratulate the Rams, that's fine. You want to congratulate the Lakers, I encourage you to do that. But imagine this: imagine if 710 ESPN in LA. Imagine if they congratulated the Padres. Let's say the Padres advanced. Okay, imagine 710 saying to its LA-based sports fans, hey, guess what? Congratulations, Padres. You guys just knocked off the Dodgers. Now, you just mentioned an email, and apparently I didn't read it, which I'm sure is not going to shock anybody. What did Bill Hagan say via email? What did he say?
It was a map of who's listening, where they're listening, and how it's going.
Mm-hmm. And so you guys are saying that that there's some evidence to show that there's more listenership in LA than before? Or
I don't know about before. I just know that from what he sent us, I don't know where he got his information, but from what he sent us, we're getting clicks throughout Southern California.
Yeah, look, I wanted to say,
I'm just saying, like, specifically for this show.
Yeah,
I just thought it was dumb. Like for the station, but you got it. But the reason I think the whole thing was dumb is because you got to know like how you get associated, right? Like you've said it already. People associate 1090 with the Padres, whether that's true or not anymore. You just don't do that.
Well, again, I feel like we're the ones again that will stand in the line of fire. And by the way,
Browner, what did you think of your own tweet?
Oh, now you asked me. Okay. Look,
I mean, you tweeted it, so you must have liked it.
Here's the deal. This is a business, okay? It's a business. And the people who don't understand how this business operates, there are 3 sports stations in a single sport town. That, by the way, now the season's over, what are we going to talk about for the rest of the year? So you got to ask yourself this question. You want to be Home Depot or you want to be North Park Hardware? I want to be Home Depot.
North Park Hardware is a pretty dope store. Dude.
It is. It's awesome. It's fantastic. You can get just about anything you need there. But we're trying to be more than that.
Well, let me ask you a question then. When you're saying that as a station.
Right. Because that's the way the tweet was sent out.
Ask Scott, when we talk about business, where's our business come from?
Right now, our business, we are a local business right now. Because
so if a local company sees this, they're like, what the hell?
We are a startup. Right? But all our advertisers know us, or they know what we're doing. They won't be confused over that. I don't think they'd be bothered by that.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, let's
they do business in LA.
Well, let's talk about that. If you're Corky's Pest Control, you're advertising on Padres games to your San Diego audience. What, are San Diego Padre fans pissed off if Corky advertises to Dodger fans too? It's just that you're not listening to Dodger games. Okay. So Corky's trying to get business in San Diego and LA. The fact that 1090 reaches all these places, he's happy about that. I'll give you another example. Torrey Holistics. Torrey Holistics is opening up other shops in other parts of Southern California. They're significantly north of San Diego. And one of the reasons that they really like the 1090 situation and why before we went on 1090, I went to these clients and said, does this add value for you? And they said, of course it adds value. You guys are going to be heard on radio up in LA and beyond. Of course it adds value. So for Corky, it works. For Torrey Holistics, it works. For the Total T Clinic, they're like, listen, we now have ways. Ooh, Alex's dog is jumping into this conversation.
See, she thinks it's dumb too.
No, she thinks it's great. She's agreeing.
If you're Total T Clinic, the thing about these guys is you don't have to be San Diego based. There are other ways to utilize their testosterone treatments, even if you live in Orange County and LA. And that's one of the things the Total T guys said to me was, we want to reach more than just San Diego. So here's my point. I understand why 1090 wants to be regional. When I was trying to buy 1090, I wanted it to be regional. Did I think that was going to piss off the locals? Yeah, I kind of figured it was going to piss off some of the locals. Okay. But I just got to say that in the ever-changing world that is the media business, if you're trying to make money, if you're trying to make a living, if you're trying to make a living, you got to do what you got to do. And, but I still think that sending a tweet that congratulates the Dodgers, even if you're trying to be a regional station, you still have a very slanted San Diego bias. I mean, we've been on the air for the last 2 weeks with our Padre pom-poms. You know what I'm saying? So, look.
Yeah, this show.
But that's why I don't have a problem with it, because the people who listen to this show know that's not our tweet, because they've been listening to the show and they know the three of us have been cheering for the Padres from the start of the season till last night and for the foreseeable future. So whoever sees the people who see that tweet in LA, or the people who see that tweet who follow Ross Marcosi or who follow Rich Eisen, they'll see that tweet in LA and go, oh, that's cool. The people who watch this show know we're not Dodger fans. They know we're not rooting for the Dodgers. They know we're not congratulating them.
I just love all the people on Twitter going, so dude, what? So now you're a Dodger fan? And I'm like, what would indicate that to anybody?
Right.
Like for me, it's funny. I haven't been on 710 in 2 weeks, but if I was on 710, what am I going to do? Lie to everybody? Hey, I'm now a Dodger fan.
We did it.
No, I'd be like, listen,
I'm a 20 those bums.
Yeah, I'm a 20-year Padre fan. Okay, I'm rocking my
Browner's
Kobe
doing a really
gear.
good job though of covering his ass though. Very good job, Browner.
Yeah,
Very
nice
good.
job.
You did good points. You opened my eyes about the business part. I still think it was a dumb tweet because I am a local, and I still think you just don't congratulate the Dodgers.
But he did have a really good point. Give Browner credit for this.
I did, yeah.
We'll hit this break but let me just say, Browner brought up a really good point. Do you want to be the local hardware store, or do you want to be Home Depot? Do you want to be the little local grocery store, or do you want to be Costco? And if you're trying to make money in this business, okay, the local guy is going to make $100 and Costco is going to make $1 million. And at this stage of my career, okay, I'd actually like to make the bigger money. So
those rules, okay, I don't know. Maybe I
like the comparison.
I thought it was great.
I like it too, but I just don't. I think like you can still be that without congratulating the Dodgers.
I agree. The tweet was dumb. It was insensitive to Padre fans.
The rest of the time, we talk Lakers, we talk Chargers, we talk Rams, we talk everything. But you don't congratulate the Dodgers, and I'm going to sit on that as long as I
So
will.
when the Lakers win the championship tonight,
that's fine.
And Bill Hagan does the
fine.
exact same tweet and goes to the Los Angeles Lakers.
That's fine.
No one's going to have a problem.
No, it's fine.
No, because because the Lakers didn't beat the San Diego whatever
non-NBA team, the San Diego basketball team, like the Washington football team.
Right. If the Chargers win the Super Bowl, prepare yourself for that tweet.
Don't
do
it, Brown.
I'm telling you right now. If the Chargers win the Super Bowl, that tweet is happening again.
You don't got to worry about it because they'll never do it.
Right, there you go. Don't go anywhere. Stick around.